right. Let's make sure audio and everything is working. Y'all know how I do. I think we're good. All right, looks like we're good, everybody. Come on in, come on in. Thank you all so much for being here. Just making sure the struggle isn't that bad. Hope you all are doing well. For anybody new here, hi, I am Maggie, your substitute teacher. I'd like to welcome you to another, what are we calling these? Maggie Adventures. Thank you so much, Mona. I appreciate that. All right, everybody. Thank you, Mona, the moderator. All right, so what are we doing? This is part 2 of the Maggie Flued Out Adventures you all voted for. You wanted to know all of the details behind the scenes of my trips last week to the YouTube events. I had one in Charlotte, North Carolina, and then I also had one in New York City at the YouTube corporate offices in Chelsea Market. So I'm going to give you all of the details. Everybody coming through. We'll take attendance. If you would like to be counted present, feel free to announce yourself. However, if you prefer to watch quietly from the clouds and you know who you are, you're always welcome here. We are the happy, wholesome, family-friendly side of YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. So let's see who we have over here on TikTok. Y'all don't stop. We've got Nancy in the house. Hello, Monique Forsyth. Hello, Stella Betts Boone. Hello, User, Mark Lapointe, Tanya Moon, Kevin, Pam Porter, Beverly Griffin, Demetrius Adams, Big Dog 49, Z-Mass. We got Ernestine. Hello, Sandra. Thank you for sharing the live. Dee Dee, Carol, Jose, Timothy, and User. And as always, I will be sharing my screen. So for those of you all on TikTok, if you would like to see the pictures and video, you can always come over to Maggie the Substitute Teacher. And you can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. All right, let's see who we all have here. Everybody coming through. Happy Sunday. Aw, Super says, I remind you of your grandmother. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's quite the compliment. I am a mother as well, a boy mom times 2 teenage boys, amicably divorced from their father. They live with dad. And last night I didn't stream. It was Alex's military school mother-son dance. It was a sneaker ball. So I try to post pictures and shorts for you all. I do stream every day, but when I have family obligations and I'm not here, I do post on the community tab and keep you all up to date. So we had a lot of fun last night. So we are going to continue with number 2. Part 2. All right. Who do we have here? We got Mona in the house. She says, hello, Maggie. Hello, my dear Mona. Thank you for the sound check. Mic check 1 2 1 2. This event was actually called Mic Check Live. There was a music performance by a beautiful young artist. So I'll make sure and drop her information and you all can check it out. Yes. Thank you all for liking the live stream. I appreciate it so much for helping the channel to grow. We got Bella Rings in the house. Hello, sweet Bella. Thank you so much for being here. Did a lovely collab with her last week on the Wives Club. She has a channel as well. She talks about natural hair care, femininity, all kind of stuff like that. Mona also has a channel. She talks about hot topics and it's kind of spicy over there. We got Christina in the house. She says, hi, beautiful Maggie. Thank you, my dear. I appreciate the compliment. We got Tara in the house. She says, hello, Miss Maggie. You know I'm here for your adventure. If there is going to be a dining documentary or a travel documentary, Tara is here for it. So I am so happy to have you here. We got Fafalise. Every time I see your name, I want to say, fa la 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 la. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate the kisses. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. UFO Kamikaze says, nice frames. Thank you. These are, and I usually tag them. YouTube has YouTube shopping where I can tag product. These are BB frames, BEBE. I know you can't see that. And they got a little crystal detail here and they're like a blue color. They are bifocals. Y'all, I'm old. I just turned 48, but they're like invisible bifocals. And yes, I think these came from, where did I get these? America's Best. They're not really that expensive, but thank you. They actually match. Let me see if it's in here. When I had my, what is this called? My logo made, and the artist drew the picture of me. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can see this. It's kind of hard to see, but there's some blue frames on that Maggie. So we'll keep her up there. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that. Everybody's saying hello. Christina's saying congrats. I don't know what happened, but thank you, my dear. I appreciate that. We got the Watcher Supreme in the house saying hi, Maggie. Hello, sir. Always good to see you. Everybody's saying hello. We got Leanne in the house. Leanne says good evening, beautiful. Thank you, my dear. I was actually thinking about you. I bought something months ago, y'all. Leanne sent me a link to this stuffed waffle maker. And y'all, we're going to get back in the kitchen. For anybody new here, I do have a cooking channel. But I had a couple videos go viral on the femininity and relationship topics. And so I kind of blend all of that here. Elegance is Maggie. Femininity is Maggie. Hello, Tamala. Cooking is Maggie. Motherhood is Maggie. All of that is me. So I try to make my way around and give you all a little bit of everything. And I'll give you the background as to how I got invited to these YouTube events. But I haven't been in the kitchen as much. I still cook every day, y'all. If you see, sometimes I post just the pictures or just the reels. Excuse me. But I haven't been in the kitchen in a while for a live stream, and I miss it. So we're going to get back in there. Long story short, I made some waffles today. I posted them if y'all have seen them. They were... well, I'm your substitute teacher because I cook sugar-free, dairy-free, and gluten-free. So I use sugar substitutes, dairy substitutes, and gluten substitutes because I like to eat, clearly. It's a struggle for me. So I try to make healthier recipes. So I have been kind of eating the same thing every day, y'all. This time of year with Halloween, and then I have a November birthday, and then you all know we did the cruise, and then there's Thanksgiving, and then there's Christmas and New Year's. There's so much food, and I'm greedy. I like all of it. Hello, Apple user. So I try to cut back this time of year, and that's why I haven't been streaming in the kitchen as much, because I'm kind of eating the same thing every day. But what I made today, you all, I made some waffles, and here's the hack. The protein powder that you make to drink, I use that as a flour substitute. So I put that with some baking powder to get them to rise, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of stevia for calorie-free sweetener, egg and almond milk, and just whisk it until you get like a pourable batter, like a waffle or a pancake or a pudding, like a thick batter. Put it in the waffle maker, and I've been turning 1 scoop of protein powder into 4 waffles, so I get a nice little stack. Apple user likes to eat vegan. Absolutely. Yes. Whatever works for y'all. It all works. But I'm not vegan. I'm just dairy free. Something about the milk proteins. Anyway, the tangent is that I've been doing these waffles, all kind of different versions of them. You can do them plain. I do like a little dusting of cinnamon. I'll put like some non-dairy whipped cream, some plant butter if you're vegan or non-dairy. And get it all nice and melty. And then I've been doing, just to be extra festive, because why be regular when you can be extra, some chocolate chips. Thanks y'all for the likes. Some sugar-free chocolate chips, the Lily chocolate chips. They're sweetened with stevia, so it's calorie-free. It won't spike the blood sugar. And then I had some strawberries, so I cut those up and a little bit of sprinkles. So good. Anyway, I thought about the stuffed waffle maker. So we are going to make these stuffed with the chocolate chips and the strawberries inside. It's called the Stuffler. All right. Sorry about the tangent, but y'all, that's all these things on my mind. We got Lisa White in the house. She says, hello, Maggie and all. She's got her Christmas tree up. Everybody's doing well. We got Marquise. Am I saying that correctly? He says, hello, Maggie and Mona. Love your channel. Thank you. My first time seeing you here. The Condemn says, did I hear waffles? Yes. Let me show you all really quick what I made today, and then we're going to get into it. I know, y'all. Oh my gosh, you're going to see this big dump of... All right, but this is what I made today. I'll share my screen really quick. So this is what I've had today, and I've been eating them a lot So you all can kind of see here. And my phone is full of pictures and videos because this is what I stitched together to make my shorts. Okay. Anyway, so this is one scoop, and y'all can see, or you can see like the Lily's chips. So anyway, check out my page. That's something else. So yes, this was my lunch today. So 4 waffles for 1 scoop of protein powder, some sugar-free chocolate chips dusted with cinnamon, coconut whipped cream to keep it dairy-free, and a little bit of plant butter underneath there. So really good, y'all. Really, really good. Okay. Let's see, who else do we have here? Bella says nice. UFO Kamikaze says genius. Yeah, absolutely. So the protein powder I use is a vegan protein powder. It's pea protein. Some of y'all that can have dairy, there are protein powders that use whey, whatever works for you. But yes, experiment with it. Here's the thing. If you're going to use your protein powder as a flour substitute, you can use it in so many ways. Excuse me, I did the chocolate flavor. It also works with the vanilla flavor, or you could even do plain pancakes, waffles, even for a little bit of breading or dusting if you're going to like pan fry something. But the protein powder is kind of dense, so I wouldn't do a 1-for-1 substitute. Maybe do like a 3/4 to 1 substitute. I experiment with it, but that way you get your protein and you have some of those things. Bella says exactly, why be simple? I know, y'all. Everybody doing well? We got Nat Kaz Prod Productions. Hello, my dear. My first time seeing you here. She says, hi, everyone. Always great tips. My daughter did some today. You made waffles? That's awesome. Okay. All right, everyone. Well, we've taken attendance. So let us pick up where we left off. Or for anybody new here, what are we talking about? Sorry, y'all. I just don't want to get my lipstick on you. All right, ladies, always remember to drink out of a glass. It's more elegant. Okay, so let's see. For anybody who's already heard this before, give me a second, the 60-second recap. So I am part of a community at YouTube called the YouTube Creator Collective. So I know sometimes we have people in here that are either content creators or aspiring content creators. So my channel is coming up on 2 years old. I started as a cooking channel to help keep myself accountable with what I'm eating. I didn't think anybody would care. It literally was, I've been on social media posting, this is what I'm eating today. And I do have a knack for presentation. Y'all see the waffles. I do have a knack for presentation. So I would just post the finished product on like Facebook, just like this. And I would say, this is what I'm eating today. And then people would say, did you make that? I'm like, yeah, I made that. So then they would come in the comments and they would say, well, how did you make that? And so I would reply in the comments, well, first I did this. And I, just like I told y'all, get the protein powder. Then I did this, then I did this. And so I was having these conversations in the comments of my posts. Never was going live, never was making videos. It wasn't monetized. It was just what I was doing. Because I was like, well, if I tell people I'm eating better, I guess I got to eat better. And so I started actually, instead of like just responding to the comments, I started going live. I'm like, let me just show you all how I make this food. So 80% of the time, now about 50, but 80% of the time I am cooking and walking you all through how I make my snacks. We got a stream sponsor already, Mrs. Crotty Shetty, coming through with the $10. Thank you so much. She says, we love you, Maggie. Let me put you in the banner. I appreciate you so much. Y'all don't even have to be here. But then you come through, let me say, thank you, support Mrs. Crotty Shetty, and I appreciate it. Y'all don't even have to be here, but you come and you support, you help the channel to grow. When you go above and beyond, it just really makes my day. I am humbled and grateful. I don't expect it, so thank you. Okay, excuse me, So yeah, I started going live telling you all what I do for the snacks. Then I was invited to London for a cooking collab. So I went for a cooking collab. While I was in London, got invited to a podcast where they were talking about relationships. And I'm sitting there looking crazy because I'm like, well, y'all know me. I'll try kind of anything. Like the first time, I'm like, well, might as well do my first podcast. I'm sitting here. And you all know I'm traditional. I was raised to be a wife, so I believe in traditional roles. I understand there are a lot of different relationships. I understand that there's People do whatever they want to, but I do what I do. So I said a few things. I said a few things that went viral, and fast forward to this summer, my channel went from, I don't know, like 2 or 5,000 to now like 40,000. So, sorry, I put my phone on Do Not Disturb. So I got an invite from YouTube this summer. I got an invite. It was an email from the YouTube community that they were standing up a new group called the Creator Collective. So for those of y'all that don't know, YouTube is owned by Google. Google has offices in California and in New York, but they wanted to build community with content creators nationwide. So they have kind of pop-up events all over Jacksonville, Atlanta, Seattle, Miami, and I get invites to go to these events, and I'll go. If I can swing it, I'll absolutely go. It's a way to network, and I just make content out of everything now because some of y'all are interested in what I do. So that is the backstory. So last week, Wednesday, there was an event in New York at the YouTube offices called Mic Check Live. Now, this is the first time I've been. Apparently, they've had it before, but I'm kind of new to this stuff, y'all. So when I joined this YouTube Creator Collective, they have virtual events, they have in-person events, and we fill out this form that's kind of like, what kind of content do you make? How often do you post? Just kind of some demographics. And I've always said, if anybody's interested, I can refer you if you're interested in being selected to be part of this group. And then they also ask, if you care to share any demographic questions, because they have like Black at YouTube, Latinx at YouTube. I'm sure they have LGBTQ. They have everything, Asian, all kind of content creators that speak to different audiences, because, we want to be inclusive. So I believe this is part of the Black at YouTube event. So this was my first time going, and I'm going to pull up my pictures and share with you all. Mrs. Ray says, first hashtag OnlyPants, now hashtag Flued Out. Y'all want to start a new hashtag? Hashtag Flued Out. I always get a much needed laugh. Oh, I'm so happy. All right, y'all. So I always ask you all how much you want to see. I take pictures and videos of everything because I never know what y'all want to see. So I have an album here where we ended up on 2 days ago was me checking into my Airbnb. So if you all want to start waking up at the Airbnb, I can. If you've seen enough of that and you want to do the, if you want to move on to the travel, just put travel. But if you want Airbnb, put Airbnb in the chat and you can see my morning. If you're just ready for the travel, put travel in the chat. I'll give you guys whatever you want to see behind the scenes. Okay, so I don't know, maybe YouTube has, like a lot of companies, some income that they need to get rid of before the end of the calendar year. So we have been getting bombarded with emails about events. There's one in Jacksonville next week, Tampa, Seattle. I've been invited to all of them. I'm on the fence if I want to travel again or just stay put. So last week I put a poll up on my community tab and asking what cities you all wanted me to go to, because I got invites to 5 and I forgot what they were, but y'all voted for New York and Charlotte. So Charlotte was on Tuesday. We just did the stream for the Charlotte, North Carolina event that was at the Mint Museum. And then, the next day, Wednesday, was the Mic Check Live. So I woke up. Usually when I do these, y'all, I just go in the morning and come back same day. I do like a little day trip. But since one was Tuesday and one was Wednesday, I decided to get an Airbnb and stay the night in Charlotte and then leave from Charlotte to New York. So I did a 3-legged trip, Atlanta to Charlotte, because I'm in Atlanta, Charlotte to New York, and then New York back to Atlanta. So you got the OnlyPants mug. All right. So I'll give you all 3 choices. I don't see anything in the chat. We can do Airbnb, we can do American Express Lounge, or we can go straight to New York City. New York City. Totally up to y'all. So I'll wait and see what's the first thing that you all want to see. Hopefully that little story time makes sense. I'm excited to share with you all. So I'll give you the context about the New York invite. I think you all saw the details. I put it in the description. So this was like a musical performance, but also they did something fun, kind of like speed dating, but with brands. Excuse me. So they had a few brands in attendance, Clinique and Duolingo. Tara wants to see Airbnb in New York. Okay, my dear. So let me go up here and... All right, so where we left off, Bella says, okay, so Mrs. Ray has a question. Do you like Airbnb over hotels? Now, here's the thing. I am an Airbnb hostess. My home has like a mother-in-law suite that I rent out. I actually have a guest. When y'all hear stuff going on, that's my guest. So I rent it out. My typical guest is usually like older student, like a millennial, graduate student, medical student here on rotation. I've had police officer at the police academy. Sometimes when students can't get housing on campus, I do long-term rentals. So because I'm a host, and I'm a 5-star host because I love taking care of people, I get discounts when I stay at Airbnbs. So that's one of the reasons. So hopefully that answers your question. All right, everybody, let us go. All right, let's see here. All right. So we are at my Airbnb. They had some snacks there. So I did make some popcorn and then I don't know what. Yes. So I'm just sitting down and having a little bit of snack. I like to have, I'll let this play for you all. I made this as a short just so you all can see. I got a 1-bedroom apartment. So this is me checking in the night before, and I made like a little video of it. The event in Charlotte the night before was 7 to 9 p.m. So I Ubered here after my event, and then I needed to fly out at noon the next day. So literally it was just a place to shower and sleep, but it was cozy, it was clean, it was everything that I needed. Now, as an Airbnb host, I like to have like drinks and snacks and those kind of things for my guests. It's completely optional. You don't have to do any of that. Excuse me, but it was a little sparse in this Airbnb as far as the snacks. So I placed a grocery order, and I shared this with you all before. Here's another tip for your, I don't know if this is making sound or whatnot. There's the balcony so you all can see. So I was on the 5th floor of this apartment complex in Charlotte. So it was a nice, cool, crisp night. Okay, so before we get to the waffles, here's another hack for you all. I've shared Instacart, and I think I have a discount code for you all, maybe in one of my links somewhere. Instacart, Shipped, Walmart, any of these grocery delivery services. I love them as a busy mom. And when you travel, here's another hack for you all. That way you don't have to really travel with snacks. You can change your delivery address to wherever you're going to be staying. So I've done this when I travel with the kids, camping, even like as a mom, when they need supplies at the kids' school, when they need like cases of sports drinks or water for field day. I'm not carrying that. I just place an order and have it delivered there. So when I got to the Airbnb and there really wasn't much, I wanted to make a little breakfast the next morning. So I placed a grocery order and I had it delivered to the Airbnb. Now, since this was an apartment, I did have to go downstairs and meet them. I'm a little bit spoiled. Usually I have it come to the desktop, to the doorstop, but just a little hack for you all. So with all those delivery services, Walmart, Instacart, and Shipped, you're going to pay like an annual fee. Let's say it's $100, which is like $2 a week. But for me to be in my PJs and not have to like go, gallivanting about, it's a great convenience. And the taste is good evening. I like your hair pulled back like that. Thank you. Okay. I wasn't sure. My shampoo lady had a family emergency, so she wasn't able to do my hair, but I'm glad y'all like it. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Okay, so I ordered some waffles and they didn't have a toaster. So I'm old school, like mom told me. I made some waffles in the skillet, so I got them a little bit toasty, and this is the next morning. I tried to spray a little bit. They did have some syrup in the pantry, so I made a little bit of waffle before I went. So, you know, we are ingenious. Y'all know what I mean. We're creative when we need to be. So woke up, took another look outside. It was nice and crisp. Wasn't going to sit out there. I just needed to get myself together. But it was a beautiful view. Charlotte is lovely. There's my little home away from home for one night. Of course, washed all the dishes. Y'all can see we leave everything squeaky clean. I even made the bed and everything. You don't have to do that, but that's just how I was raised. So I make my bed every day, had a lovely night's sleep, and now it's time for me to go to the airport. And there's my little swag bag from Charlotte the night before. So I am on my way to the airport, called an Uber, and now let me see here. I'm flying from Charlotte to New York. The New York event was like 4:30 in the afternoon. So checkout time was like 10 a.m. And so I had like a 12 o'clock flight. Now I've done several reviews of these airport lounges. So I did get to Charlotte in time to stay at the American Express lounge. We've done it before. If you all are good with the lounge, we can just go straight to New York. If you all want to see the American Express inside lounge, just put lounge in the chat and I'll cover it. But the bottom line is this: if you have an American Express Platinum card, which is the silver card, Google whatever airport you're going to go to. Oftentimes they have lounges that you can get access to while you're waiting for your flight. It includes free drink. It includes free, including alcohol, open bar, and free food, private bathrooms. They even have showers, Wi-Fi, and like nice, comfortable seating. So you're not stuck at the gate while you're waiting for your flight. It's the little things, you know, we all like nice things. Some places you can also buy like a day pass. Let's say it's like $40 or $50. I don't know. Maybe it depends on the airport that you're going to, but especially if you have a canceled flight or a long layover, it makes you very comfortable. Yeah, you have the gold card. You need to upgrade. I understand. Okay. So I think we'll skip the lounge. Doesn't look like. All right, guys, let me go back here. Uh-oh. Da-da-da-da. Let's go back to my screen share. If you want to see the lounge, just put lounge in the chat. If not, we will fly right by. So I'm leaving my apartments in Charlotte. So I was apparently at the Arlo apartment. So very nice. Shout out to the Airbnb host. All right. So now I've Ubered to the Charlotte airport. Of course, they're doing, what's it called? I was going to say construction, but I am TSA pre-check. Highly recommend this. The lines are shorter. You basically can apply for this. You used to have to go to the airport, but now you can get your TSA pre-check like at Staples where they do shipping. They just fingerprint you and you got to swear in, but you can skip through a lot of stuff at the airport. So the Charlotte, what's it called? Wait time was like 30 minutes. So I was able to go in a nice little eclectic airport, and I'm looking for the American Express lounge. So let me zip by these 1 second. And we'll get to New York, or the flight. I think that's what we're doing. All right. So what I would do is just Google and see, and then you'll also want to know what location it is in the airport, because I think my flight was like, let's say Concourse A, and I think the lounge was, let's say Concourse D. So you just want to plan for that travel. Okay, so now I think we are leaving the lounge. Perfect. All right, Lisa says, it's nice being able to leave your shoes on. Oh my gosh, yeah. Here's one thing though, I did have to take my boots off. I have these Michael Kors boots. They have some hardware on them, and I think the buckle calls every time. So if you're traveling with TSA pre-check, usually you don't have to take your shoes off, your laptop out. All of that is great, especially when you're traveling with kids, one less thing to worry about. But try to have the least amount of like buckles and stuff going on, but it was great. Okay, so leaving the lounge. All right, so in the Charlotte airport, on my way to the gate. I thought this was pretty cool. I noticed everything, y'all. The little armrest had wireless charging. Didn't work for me, but I thought that was a great idea. All right, so we're getting on our little flight on my way to New York, and I thought this was funny. The Delta flight attendant was coming through with her little snack baskets, and she was like, "Do you have kids?" And I said, "Yes." And she unloaded. I mean, she just unloaded everything. I was like, "But they're not with me." So anyway, all this stuff she put on my tray. I thought that was hilarious. So I had my coffee and my Biscoff and then all these extra snacks. But Team Greedy, I'm sure y'all would figure out something to do with them. Hey, you all tell me, am I wrong for bringing these back as souvenirs for the kids? You know, like the free earbuds and the snacks. You all tell me. Kids. All right, so on our way. I absolutely love so I'm making my little coffee. I love the Biscoff cookies. I don't eat them except for when I'm traveling, y'all. And something about if you have the Biscoff cookie and you dunk it in your coffee or you dunk it in your tea, go quickly because it will disintegrate. But you want to talk about a delectable experience. Oh my God. It is so good. It's the little things, y'all. If you've never had Biscoff cookies, good Lord, it is so yummy. Uh-oh. Oops. I missed the comment. Bella says no. I forgot what I asked a question. I must have forgot. Leanne says that's what your kids always wanted. Most of the snacks. Yeah, when the kids are with you, they get anything. But I was towards the back of the plane. And so when she got back there and she was like, "Would you like chips or this or Biscoff?" And I was like, "Biscoff, please." She gave me my Biscoff. And then maybe I look like I have kids. Because I do. Lisa says, "You love Delta." I'm biased because my husband works for them. Absolutely. Y'all know I'm here in Atlanta, so we fly Delta, we eat Chick-fil-A, we ship UPS, and we drink Coca-Cola. All right. So shout out to the South. Bella says, "I do that too with my coffee. It's so yummy." Yes, y'all. And you can buy Biscoffs in the grocery store, like by the sleeve, but be careful because OMG. Latasha here, not for the first time. She says, "Real mom." Yeah, y'all, I'm bringing snacks for the kids. So janky. Anyway, let us continue. So I'm enjoying my Biscoff. Beautiful day to fly. It was probably about hour and 45 minutes, Charlotte to New York, if that. Beautiful day. So I had an aisle seat, but the nice lady next to me was like, "You want me to take pictures for you?" Because I was trying to take pictures for y'all. It's a beautiful day coming into the concrete jungle. Those of y'all in the South, you know, we're used to green and lots of trees, but it's just interesting to me. So I flew into LaGuardia. So of course, there's nothing like New York at Christmas time. So I'm just showing you all as I'm walking in. I think I was at a part of the airport where they're doing like extra, what do you call it? Like a newer part. Maybe it was an add-on. So I am walking to ground transportation. Oh, they must have another American Express lounge. Now my eye sees it. I'm walking to where the exit is because I'm going to get an Uber and I'm going to go to the YouTube headquarters at Chelsea Market. But just New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. Okay, you didn't ask for all that. So I made it to the outside. Now it is New York City, so it's cold. So I kind of sat right here just charging up because, of course, I was at 1% and waiting for my Uber to come. Bella says it's not janky, it's frugal. Oh, that's right, y'all. Bella is a boy mom too. Y'all, these kids, all they do is eat. And you can buy the same snacks for them, but something about when you bring them to them, they're just like, "Ooh, it tastes better." Anyway, yes, y'all understand. Bring these kids these snacks, save some money. That's your souvenir. Okay, let us continue. So I'm waiting for my Uber, and y'all know how it works. I'm waiting in the app. So I Ubered. Now, LaGuardia to Chelsea Market, it is not short. I mean, New York is huge anyway. It's probably an hour from LaGuardia to the YouTube office. So YouTube is owned by Google. So across the street is the Google office that you all see here. And then the building I'm going to, so the side of the street that I'm on, it's called Chelsea Market. Latasha says that's become our theme song, Maggie. It plays nonstop. Oh, is it the stop? Is the music still playing? Hold on, y'all. I muted it because I didn't want y'all to. Okay. Let me know. I think the sound is okay. Let me know what the tiers are for what is playing nonstop. I don't know. Maybe I did something messed up. Let me know. Bella says no. Okay. I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying with the technology, y'all. Oh, the Jay-Z song. In New York. Okay, sorry. You didn't ask for that. Okay. So YouTube is owned by Google. Google has offices across the street. They bought that whole building and the building that I'm getting ready to go into. It's called Chelsea Market. For those of y'all here in Atlanta, it's kind of like a Pont City Market, Atlantic Station. It used to be like an old butcher shop, train station, like all kind of stuff. But YouTube has bought it. They have like retail on one floor. They have restaurants. They have office space. So it's like a mixed use complex. A lot of places in the city are standing up these kind of buildings. So YouTube has offices, multiple offices in this building. So I go in and you'll see the decorations or whatnot. And you all tell me, what is the one thing when you think of New York and you think of food? What is the one food that New York does like nobody else? All right, y'all. Sorry, I was on a delay. All right. So I'll wait for what y'all see in the chat. So across the street, there's the Google offices. So this is where I'm going, Chelsea Market. So you could see, as always, they're doing construction, but the YouTube office is inside Chelsea Market on the 5th floor. So I'm going to go inside here. Shout out to y'all dog moms. That's all I have to say. Y'all know how I feel about these animals with their sweaters on, but you didn't ask me that. Let us continue. So you can see it kind of has this old warehousey feel. You can see the old fans up top. Interesting. But they have the decorations, and I took some pictures as I was going in. They have like natural honey. So all these little tchotchkes and samples of honey and fresh flowers. They had a beautiful chocolatier. So for those of you all who like our sweets, they have just the beautiful brick chocolate, bar chocolate, truffles, all of this stuff. Lilac. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is one of the displays inside Manhattan's oldest chocolate house since 1923, so over 100 years old. So you all see that it's beautiful old building, but new businesses. There you go. Lisa got it. Latasha's laughing. All right, y'all. So for those of y'all, this was my second time going to the New York offices for YouTube. So inside Chelsea Market, which I'm on my way, you have to go inside, and then about halfway down, there's like a secret elevator with the security guard. You got to tell them who you are and what you're there for. And then they let you on the elevator to go up to the YouTube offices, because it's a commercial space. So people can shop, people can eat, people can do whatever. And then some people work there too. So you have to pass the chocolatier. You have to pass this amazing. And hold on, Christina, if you're still with me, shout out to you and your balsamic. Amazing, authentic Sicilian pizza. All right, buckle up, Buttercup. So I'm passing the chocolate station, and right next to the chocolate station, they have this pizza house. Y'all, zucca e salsiccia. When I tell you, New York pizza is like nothing else. So they make it fresh right there, and it's on focaccia bread. So if you think of like that air, you know how we have pizza and it's like that thick, heavy dough? This is not that. It is the lightest, flakiest, crispiest, butteriest, I don't even know if that's a word, the pizza. And y'all, of course they have pepperoni. You can see him in the back doing his thing, literally putting the pepperoni on one at a time. But they have these huge sheet pans of different types of pizza: butternut squash, Italian sausage, gorgonzola cheese, which is like a funky, like a blue cheese, but it goes really well with the sausage, balsamic glaze, mozzarella, and sage. When I tell you this was a fall explosion in your mouth, exquisite. I saw it and I said, where have you been all my life? Then they also have like sandwiches. This looks like some type of ham and melt something. They have eggplant pizza, truffle mushroom pizza. When Tasha said sexy pizza. When I tell y'all, there was some of everything. So I sat down and I just couldn't go any further. I just had to take a look at it. But just look at, you can tell how crispy and flaky and airy and amazing this bread is. And those of y'all that are vegan or vegetarian, shout out to y'all. You can get your eggplant pizza. Let me see. This one is the mushroom and potato pizza. So you can see here, it's got little pieces of mushroom, I think a white sauce, and potato. It sounds really weird, but they really have the flavors come through together. Y'all know I'm a foodie. I would take a small bite of everything. This is the porcini pizza with roasted potatoes, truffle oil, parmigiano, and porcini mushrooms. So this one was calling my name. I think the butternut squash pizza, I think because of the colors and whatnot, I was like, oh my goodness. Golden Butterfly says it's the New York water that makes the dough great in the pizza. I have heard that too. And I don't know what it is about the water, but I've heard it's something about the water. Y'all, I took a bite and I wanted to cry. I just love food that much, but it is exquisite. Bella says it looks delicious. I love bread. Yes, I love bread too, y'all. So this was not a gluten-free day. I'm eating it. So here's the thing. So you can tell there's like a display case of all the pizzas, and then it is a restaurant. There's a cashier. You order what you want. They give you your ticket number. The pizzas are on display, and just like Sbarro or whatever, they go get it off of the tray. They're making them fresh constantly. Excuse me. And then they put it in like the little fast blast oven to like melt the cheese and bring it to life for you. And then they call your number and you get your pizza. And they have all these bar stools in front of the glass, so you can sit down, have a drink. Your pizza is ready in like 3 to 5 minutes. But I could just sit there and I just love watching people work. I guess that's why y'all like watching me cook, but there's just really an art to it that I think is beautiful. All right. So I decided to go for the butternut squash pizza. I wanted to give this a try. So on my way to the YouTube office, and I know they're going to have food, but there's the butternut squash pizza. There is the Parmesan sandwich. Okay, so she's getting my pizza. There's the eggplant, the mushroom. I think that's pepperoni. So you can see there's people all the way down the bar. So I'm just waiting on my pizza. So it's Filaja. So that is the name of the restaurant, but you can tell. And it's always packed like that. So then behind me is another shop. It's just shop after shop after shop. So Maggie's there waiting for the pizza. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to eat this pizza, just one slice. But I am very, very excited while they warm it up. All right, so I just can't take my eyes off of it. I think it's just the difference in color. And I'm looking through the glass, but y'all, when I tell you, it's just, that could be artwork for me. Okay, so now my pizza has come out. It's warm. That's the slice. So it's a pretty big slice, about a plate size. So I think there's some like pumpkin seeds on there. So you all can see they got it all nice and airy and crispy. So no red sauce, but when I tell you, I took a bite. When I tell y'all, it was incredible. It tasted like fall on dough. So you can see here the hole in the crust. So it's very thin and crispy and just delicious. I just can't. I could have sat there and had more and more. And of course they had, all the little toppings and whatnot. So this was a little spicy oil. like I waited till the last little bite. All right, so I've enjoyed my pizza and just leaving, but you all can see here, this is everything that they have, and they're constantly making it. Gina says it looks delicious. Yes, y'all, it was 6 out of 5. And the last time I went, they had a different pizza. So I'm sure they just, they always have pepperoni, they always have mushroom, but I think they just rotate these seasonal experimentations, and it was exquisite. It was light, it was flavorful, it was not oily, it was incredible. Okay, so now we've had our pizza. I'm letting myself have my one slice of pizza, and I'm making my way. Yeah, Christina, I thought about you and your balsamic glaze. Okay, so I've had my New York pizza. Behind me is a chocolate shop. This is like the other side of it. So you can see here, you could spend all day here shopping and eating. Okay, so now I'm on my way to the secret elevator. You all may have seen this reel on my page, but they had a display here roped off of just, maybe it was some kids' crafts, but it was like a whole thing of, what do you call these? Candy cane, gingerbread houses. So I just was walking and just filming, and then I made a little reel of this set to music, but it just went on and on and on and on. So showing y'all a little inside, you can see the shops, the floor, very industrial, but also very new. And then it continues on and on and on. So, there's nothing like Christmas in New York. It is beautiful. So just wanted to capture that for you all. And you can see, of course, I'm not the only one. Lots of people are coming by and taking pictures and looking. But yeah, if you could ever, go to Macy's in New York at Christmas time. I've seen the Radio City Rockettes, like all of that. Okay, so I've made my way to the secret elevator. So there's the sign for Google. So I let the security know who I am and what I'm there for. So he told me step to the side and they'll put me on the elevator. So now I've made it up to inside and getting my badge. So y'all know my name is Margaret. Maggie is my childhood nickname. So I'm walking in and I go to the front desk. I'm actually on a different floor. I arrived early. They were still setting up, so they asked me to wait in the lobby area. So you all can see here, I just took a little lap around. So of course, it looks like, an office with lots of digital space. So I just sat down on the chairs. So people are starting to arrive. I think one of these is maybe the host. These two ladies are from Duolingo. Content creators are arriving, and now they're coming to escort us. So let me explain, and then I'll take you guys inside. Okay. So I'm waiting in the lobby, and you can see I arrived early. So that area that was YouTube like seating, I just sat there, was like reading a magazine, doing my thing, and people were starting to come in. And I love meeting people. I don't mind small talk. That's one of the reasons they bring us together, networking with other content creators. And you all will be happy to know I posted it. I have, I believe closed mouths don't get fed. So I'll introduce myself, tell what kind of content I make, ask them what kind of content they make. And even though I started out with a cooking channel, I think we can all learn something from other people. So hopefully you all appreciate when I have either like Ria, my stylist, come on, or, Katrinda, and talk about style. Katrinda, my mentor, talk about becoming an author. Other collabs that I've done where you all can learn. So in these two events, I requested collabs from another content creator who's a travel blogger, Nikki, who's a comedy channel, Rebecca Rogers, who's a former teacher, and even Clinique, who was at this event, and Duolingo. So very excited. They will be doing collabs. So stay tuned. You all will hear all about it here. Okay, so once they had the space ready, they sent someone down to come get us. So now we're getting on the second elevator and we're going up to the actual like YouTube space. They call it the digital studios. So everybody's kind of gotten on this freight elevator. and we've arrived at the digital studios, and they have all of our name and name badges printed. And so she's looking for our names, and she's like, if you see your name, let me know. So I found my name, and we got a little clip and got our name badge. So that's always nice, a fun little souvenir. So she's given it to me. And of course, they have it set up for us to make content. So there is the studio. Of course, they have the step and repeat here, and they had, it's kind of hard to see, but they had, oh, they're going to email us the photos from the event. So when those come out, y'all, I'll make sure you have them. So inside this ring light, they have, of course, a Google Pixel, which is their phone. And I have an iPhone, so I don't really know the Google Pixel thing, but they asked us to stand there, take pictures, and it does like some automatic thing. I don't know. When the official pictures come out, of course, I'll post them so you all can see. So they had that for us. I just kind of put my luggage out of the way because I was trying not to, be in the mix of everything. All right, so this is what they call the scene. So you all have seen me here before. They kind of have some lounge seating. They set it up kind of like a lounge performance. So they're doing like a sound check because they're going to have an artist come perform for us. So there's Maggie. I got my, what's this? My little, what is this? My badge on. And I just took a little selfie there so you all can see. So, all right, we're ready to go. So we go and we sit down, and I think, are they doing the music? I turned off the sound, so hopefully you all can hear. So I just wanted to get a seat up close. Then, of course, there's always food. Now, I will say this. I just had some amazing New York pizza downstairs, so I wasn't hungry. And so they had brought in, just some regular pizza. I am grateful for everything. Beggars are not choosers, but I'm honest with you all. This pizza at the YouTube event, I would say it was probably like a 3.5 out of 5. The one downstairs, the Italian or the Sicilian pizza, a 6 out of 5. But we've all been to work events where they bring in pizza by the box, and it's just different when it's been transported as opposed to coming out fresh from the oven. Aw, thank you so much, Mona. I appreciate it. Hope you all are enjoying this. Okay, so, but either way, we're grateful. So they had mushroom pizza, spinach pizza, tomato pizza, and then they had some, what are these, like little, let me see what we have. One thing I will say about YouTube and Google, they always have a sign up with all the ingredients. So if people really have sensitivities or allergies, it's in the food. So they had the margarita pizza, the mushroom pizza, and the sausage pizza. So if you're vegan or vegetarian, you know what is being presented. So I do like that. Of course, always sustainable. So they have bamboo plates. You're not going to find a lot of plastic in Google offices because they just want to be forward thinking and sustainable. So you can see this event is, it says private event for Mic Check Live. That's the music performance, YouTube Shorts. So that is the community that I'm a part of. And then the brand speed dating. I'll tell you all about that in a moment. That was kind of fun. And give you all little tips. So I showed you the pizza side, and they had these were vegan sliders. Shout out to those of y'all that don't eat meat. So I don't know if it was like soy or tofu. I tried one. It wasn't bad. Then they had some shrimp skewers and some chicken skewers. So and then, of course, there's always an open bar at a YouTube event. Y'all know I'm here for the spa water. So we had the apple cinnamon water. Some great ideas for you all this time of year. Just get some water, slice some apples, and put a cinnamon stick in there. You can get some infused water. Make it fancy, because why be regular when you can be extra? So, of course, Maggie had to get the apple cinnamon spa water. Y'all know how it is. All right, so I just got a little bit of everything, a slice of pizza, vegan slider, some shrimp, and some chicken. So not bad, just everything to taste for research purposes so I can report back to y'all. Okay, so let's see. I think they're starting to do the sound check. Okay, invites. All right, so you all can see here, Black at YouTube. So like I shared For those of us that are content creators as part of this community, whenever they send us emails, they always ask us if we want to hear more about a particular demographic. For example, we just had Hispanic Heritage Month, and so they sent a lot of content a lot of opportunities for people who make like Latino or Latina content. I'm sure they'll do the same for Black History Month, Asian Pacific Month, whatnot. So this was part of the Black at YouTube event. Mona is looking. What are we looking at, Mona? Christine says, yeah, y'all like everything. Absolutely. Okay. So they're just doing the event and getting us ready. So this is one, I can't remember his name, but he does film for YouTube. He's part of the Black at YouTube event. And then I think this is the lady who puts it together. I forgot their names, but she's actually a Google employee, and then the DJs in the back getting us warmed up. So they're just welcoming us, telling us to refresh ourselves and letting us know what's going to happen. Then they introduced the lady from Clinique. Excuse me. All right, I've muted my sound. Let me know if you all are able to hear. Let me explain what's going on. So each of these YouTube events has a different theme. Some of them are like celebrations. Some of them are networking. Some of them are like focused on making content using different backdrops. There's always a theme. So this one, if you saw the catering table, it said brand like speed dating. So when they sent us the invite for this one allowed us to network with YouTube employees, other content creators, and then there were 3 brands that were coming to this event that were looking for content creators to work with. The brands were Clinique, which is skincare, Duolingo, which is a language app, and Adobe, which is software. Unfortunately, Adobe wasn't able to attend, so we had Clinique and we had Duolingo. And these brands, like all brands, they have a marketing budget and they're often looking for content creators to partner with. So once they introduced us, they had the beautiful lady from Clinique come and introduce herself, and then the 2 young ladies from Duolingo introduce themselves. If someone would just give me a thumbs up and let me know when I play the sound are you able to hear sound on the videos? Okay. So after we got a little bit of food and we were able to refresh ourselves, they broke us up into 2 groups. They put the Clinique rep in one room and the Duolingo reps in another room. And it was kind of like speed dating. So here's the thing. Those of y'all that are interested in content creation and networking and whatnot, it was basically your opportunity to pitch yourself on the spot in front of everybody. So consider that. I love it. I don't mind to do it. But, if you're an introvert, just know that, there's a lot of opportunity out there, but it's not going to fall in your lap. So I'll tell you guys what happened. So we were broken up in half. I started in the Clinique room, and she sat down and she introduced herself and she told us about, Clinique obviously has the reputation of being like a heritage brand, but they believe in skincare for all. They're looking to partner with other content creators. She wanted to get all of our like home addresses because she wants to send us product. So I am expecting some giveaways from Clinique to come my way. And she wanted to know about us. She wanted to know about the type of content we make. She wanted to know how long we've been doing it, and any ideas that we have. That's another thing, you all. If you ever want to work with brands, don't think they are going to come with all of the ideas. Sometimes they want to know, what do you think? How could we collaborate? What ideas do you have? So we went around the room, and in this speed dating, I don't mind. I kind of kicked it off and I just introduced myself. Y'all know me, and I told her I have a cooking channel, but I do food and femininity content. But because, I'm Maggie, the substitute teacher, I love teaching my scholars who are you all, and I don't know everything. So I think that especially because, a brand like Clinique has a reputation. And like she said, as a heritage brand, if there are products that are inclusive for all skin types, I would love to share that with my community. And would she be open to doing a collab once the products arrive? I can do like an unboxing, and then she can teach us, because she manages Clinique's like social and marketing budget. Would she be willing to come and teach us about skincare and the importance of it? So you all can let me know if that's something you all would be interested in, and I'll see if I can get something on the calendar, because I'm very grateful. She loved the idea and she said yes. So I'm very, very excited about that. So I'm going to keep going. Just let me know if you all are able to hear any of these videos that have sound. And then the Duolingo ladies came up. Excuse me. Okay. So these lovely, Lisa says you love skincare. Thank you. Are you able to hear when they speak, Lisa? Let me know, please. Okay, so next, after Clinique introduced herself and went into her room, the two lovely ladies from Duolingo came to speak, and I love it. They're like early 20s, like 24, and it was so cute because they said that they were interested in working with older creators, older being over 35. So gotta love that. But no, I mean, you all, let's face it, social media and the kids. I mean, Alex knows more about this stuff than I do. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, but we all know this technology and the social media space is heavily skewed to a younger audience, but we have something to offer and something to contribute. And so I'm still going to do what I do. So Duolingo is it's a language learning app, and their mascot is that green owl called Duo, I believe. And they have a huge following because people love this mascot. And they have all types of different like campaigns that they run with different content creators that come up with silly things or weird things for Duo to do. And really their story that they're trying to tell from the brand, yes, it's about language. Yes, it's about, learning a language other than your own, but really what they want to talk about is that you can always try something new. And especially like those of us that are proud Gen Xers or older, it's never too late to learn, whether it's a new language or to travel or to do something new. So that's why they were looking to partner with older content creators. So that being said, after we had like 30 minutes in the Clinique room to pitch ourselves, they swapped rooms. So we were moved over to the Duolingo room, and same kind of thing. Introduce yourself. What kind of content do you make? What is your channel about? How long have you been making content? What is your most viral video? And we were able to pitch ourselves and share what kind of content we make and why it would make sense to work with Duolingo. So y'all know me, closed mouths don't get fed. So I introduced myself, and when they asked what my most viral video was, and I told them about my relationship comments on the podcast about men see themselves in other men, younger men, but women see themselves as younger women. And they were like, what does that mean? So I was able to educate. That was fun. But anyway, I told them that, being the substitute teacher as I am, I always like to educate my audience. And I travel. I'm part of a travel group, and I'm an immigrant. And so I love learning about other cultures, other languages. And I think it would be a great opportunity to share other, tools if people travel or just want to pick up another skill. So again, I asked for a collab with Duolingo. You all can let me know if you would be interested in something like that. I'm glad that they said yes. So if you all want to see me collab with Duolingo, let me know in the chat. Okay, so let us continue. So Duolingo came up and introduced themselves. So this is me and Miss Clinique, beautiful Maya. So we connected and she'll be sending us some samples and agreed to do a collab. This is me and I think it's Hitachi from Duolingo. So just networking, going around the office. Took some pictures, just really had a good time. Y'all know Glam with Nikki, or if you don't know Glam with Nikki, she's another content creator, just crossed over to 1 million. She does husband and wife comedy, and she was super sweet. I got to talking to her and congratulating her. She actually is nervous about going live. So y'all know me. I said, I've got a really nice audience. If you ever want to go live, you can practice with us if you'd like to do a collab. And she said yes. She's got over 1 million followers on YouTube. Y'all can check her out. Glam with Nikki, Nikki. Hilarious. So she'll be doing a collab with us as well. We got Inspired One in the house saying peace and blessings. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. All right, so lots of networking. Then we were done with the speed dating, got a beverage, and we're making our way back to the lounge. So we were going to listen to some music from this up and coming artist. So let me know if you all can hear. This is Jen Bello. All right, so you all can hopefully hear beautiful voice. You all can check her out. Oh, I think I got that turned wrong. You all can check her out. I think this is one more. Oh, no.
Tell me how you feeling. Tell me what's the deal, babe. Can you just try to tell me how you feeling. Tell me what's the deal, babe. Tell me what's the deal, babe. Do you feel the same way? Or are you feeling shaky? Cause I'm tired of deciphering you. I'm tired of deciphering you.
All right, so for those of you all who like live music, okay, that one didn't come up. Oh, did it? Let's see. I don't know. No, same one. Okay.
Tell me what's the Instagram. My Instagram is it's Jen Bello. There you go. It's Jen Bello. That's the Instagram. Well, yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you, Gerald, for inviting me. I feel super blessed and super grateful to be able to sing here and perform for you guys. And thank you for receiving me, so I appreciate it. Instagram.
Okay. All right, so I think we're wrapping up now.
Okay. I'm not going to sing it.
Is Miss Clinique?
But, so, contact information. Instagram is Fairy Slay Mother. Fairy as in like fairy godmother. Slay as in slay like Beyonce, S-L-A-Y. And mother as in your mother.
All right. So we are now wrapping up and making, yeah, she does have a pretty voice, beautiful singer. I'm glad you're able to hear that. I don't know if it was playing before, y'all. All right, so this was a 2-hour event, 4:30 to 6:30. So we are wrapping up, heading back onto the elevator, and I am back in the Uber on my way to JFK. So I came in LaGuardia, leaving on a JFK, a little bit of New York at night through the window, beautifully lit up. Y'all already know. I was hoping to get into the lounge at JFK. Unfortunately, not with me, but there was an accident in front of us, or something happened inside the tunnel. So we sat here for like an hour in the Uber. I was panicking that I was going to miss my flight home. But obviously I didn't. We finally got moving after about an hour, and I was able to get a banana at the gate. That's it. So no lounge for Maggie, but that's okay. Made it to the gate just in time as they were boarding, and was able to fly home that night. So I'm boarding back on Delta, my third flight in like 48 hours. But it was a wonderful adventure as always. I say thank you to YouTube for inviting me to these events. I'm learning a lot, making a lot of connections. There's our beautiful Delta flight as we are taking the red eye home. It was lovely. Oh. So I hit the seat and hit the sack. I think it was like a 9:30 or 10, almost 10 o'clock flight. So back to my usual, my coffee and my Biscoff, no snacks for the kiddos, and that was it. All right, so I know Lisa says, boy, you pack a lot in a day. I do, y'all. I move around a lot. I don't know. I feel like life is for the living, but I think I may pump the brakes this week. But that was the New York Mic Check Live. So if you all are interested in seeing what Clinique sends me, you could put Clinique in the chat. If you're interested in hearing more about Duolingo or me doing some work with them, you can put Duo in the chat. I think this is like the third or fourth one of these that we've done. If you all like for me to continue to share my travels, when I travel for YouTube, I'm happy to. If we've seen enough and it's time to get back in the kitchen, you can put kitchen in the chat. But that's all that I had for tonight. Thank you again. Thank you, Mrs. Crotty Shetty, for the $10 super chat. I do not take it for granted. Y'all don't even have to be here. So yes, I think tomorrow is Monday. So I think Condemned has sent me some recipes. He wants me to do like some lobster. Maybe we'll do the stuffed waffles, but I think we'll go back to the kitchen tomorrow. We'll go back to our cooking streams. It's been a while, and yeah. Gina wants to see Clinique. And yes, continue to share. Okay, absolutely. All right, so once I get more details and once they send the product my way, of course, I'll do an unboxing for you all. So that is it for tonight. Any ladies, Lisa says, do the Clinique, do the travel and the food. Okay, so y'all like everything. Okay. No problem. I post pretty much every day, and when I'm on the fence about what to do, I always do a poll on my community tab on YouTube, and I respond to what y'all vote for. Gina says, yes, have a great evening. Thank you. So for any of my ladies 35 and over, we are doing our group coaching tonight at 8 p.m. You can go to teachablemomentswithmaggie.com. Thursday nights is ladies 35 and under. Sunday nights is ladies 35 and over. So if you are interested in getting relationship support and learning my secrets to long-lasting relationship, sign up for the group coaching, and I will see you all there tonight. If not, I'll see you all in the kitchen tomorrow. All right. Let me go ahead and dismiss. Thank you so much, TikTok. I appreciate the shares and the love. Thank you all so much for being here. All right. And then Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and Instagram. Thank you all so much for being here. Class is dismissed.